points in the game. always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken it in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the catch. It's Cantrell. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his team.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Peters. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Peters. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The short hands, it's Peters. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's the pressure. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
LSU quick to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They go to the ground. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Keeps looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Peters. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. You know, you think 3rd and inches, let's see if we can get a big play. Instead, the defense turns in a big play.
Huge play, because you're thinking run, run, run on 3rd and inches. The quarterback decides to throw the football, and you still get to him, get after him, and now put yourself in a much better position on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cantrell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense defensive back. You're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line them up.
There he goes! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Peters. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Peters. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gives it on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Rides the back and leaves it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The hand to the running back. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. LSU right back to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Found the spot in the defense. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Quick release by the QB. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peters. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
LSU 7.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Near the 2-yard line.
He'll set up to throw. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
First and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. He'll pull it down. Gets the first himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
LSU 7.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate more. He'll take the deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on... but on the great return to improve this field position.
First and 10.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
First and goal, Oregon.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add... to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 10.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Niners will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 20.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Peters.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. They're working that left side. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Cantrell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown,
touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. They get to him as he throws. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. This is